Pat McGowan here, heading out to the shop, but just enjoying a little bit of the last color of autumn while I'm on the way. So nice. Won't be long now before all of this pretty much turns to mush. That's the red dragon here. Stewardia is pretty well bare. Got an eager rhododendron bloom here. November. Be a lot more of those in about 4 or 5 months. And a new addition to the family. Beautiful little parodia. And into the shop. All right, welcome to my workbench. So I just got on Facebook a really wonderful question, and that is, why do I hide all the really beautiful wood on the back and sides of the instrument? And the instrument in the video that they were asking about isn't here. That was Little Mac, which has very flashy Macassar ebony on the back and a redwood top. But we'll use Reynard, who I have here in the shop. So Exhibit A, Reynard has a spruce top, and particularly on a video like this, not the highest resolution in the world, it looks pale and not that active. Whereas Exhibit B, let's get the reflection out of there, amazingly curly Honduran mahogany with a little stripe of Madagascar rosewood down the middle. So, okay, that's truly flashy. Why am I not using that stuff on the top? First, I'll say, though, that the player does get to enjoy this wood every time they pick their instrument up out of the case. And so it's not completely hidden, but it's a little more exclusive, you might say, in who gets to enjoy it for how long. But why don't I use it on the top? And the short answer to that is that I like the sound of softwoods better. So it's not a huge coincidence that for hundreds of years in harps and guitar family, the entire violin family, lutes, many other instruments, spruce, and also some of the cedars have been used for the top wood. They're light and they're stiff, and they reproduce musical sounds in a very high fidelity way. Most of the hardwoods are heavier, and by comparison have a little bit less of a high fidelity range at the ends. And so that affects your capabilities with respect to dynamic range, very soft, very loud, your expressive range, the different colors of sound that you can get, and another really important one, and that's the projection, the sense of both loudness and clarity of all the little musical things that the player is putting in and how well that reaches the audience. That high fidelity range, and especially all that high frequency information on the top, provides sort of the edges to the sound that allow the audience to hear all the goodness coming out of the player's hands and out of their heart. So that's pretty much why I like these softwood tops. Also, I find them to be very beautiful. They're harder to photograph, much harder. But if you get the chance in person, look at them closely. They display a lot of beautiful things that are more subtle. I'll tell you a couple. One is called silking. It's like this little bee's wing pattern that you see when softwoods are cut very close to perfectly courtesan, which is what you want for an instrument. And another that I frequently use on spruce is called a bear claw pattern. Go ahead to my website, patmcgowan.com, and look on the, I think, the wood page. I actually managed to capture bear claw pretty well in a photo one morning here in the shop. And when you see it in just the right light, man, it's beautiful. So that's the answer to that question on Facebook. Thanks for coming and visiting my workbench.